All right, everyone, this is the fabulous contact tracing date calculation video that I promised you all, okay? I am also going to read the directions as I do it because then I know that I will tell you the right thing, okay? So a little bit of terminology. We are doing these for known positive cases. We know that these people are positive, okay? So they either have symptoms, which is symptomatic, okay? Or they don't have symptoms, which is asymptomatic, okay? So it's a little bit different for each one, and I will try and explain it and use my calendar so that you can see what I'm doing as well, okay? So, if the person had symptoms, all right, let's pick a day where I'm going to pick the 25th of February and I'm going to circle it, okay? Now, I find out that this person was at school the 23rd and the 24th. So I am going to put X's on those days. All right? So what we want to do is we know that person had symptoms, okay? So we're going to count 10 days for their return to school, okay? But we're not going to count this 25. We're going to start at 26. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that person's return to school date would be the 8th of March. Okay? So that's one thing we have figured out. We have figured out how long the person who had symptoms needs to be out of school. Okay, so now we need to go back and look at those dates that we have X's on. And we need to figure out who that person was in close contact with, which means greater than 15 minutes for a total of 15 minutes over a 24-hour period, okay? So, somebody was in contact with that person on the 23rd, all right? So now I'm going to go over to my quarantine date for close contacts calendar, and I'm going to circle the 23rd, all right? So I'm going to count 10 days from that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that person can go back to their real life and be out of quarantine on Saturday the 6th, which means they can return to school on Monday the 8th. Okay? So that is for if the person has symptoms. If the person doesn't have symptoms and they end up with a positive test, okay, we still need to count the dates, right? So let's say we find out that a person has a positive test on the 23rd, okay? So we are going to count 10 days starting at the 24th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That person can be out and about and out of isolation on the 6th and back to school on the 8th. Okay? So now, that person didn't have symptoms, but they tested positive, right? So we're going to use the positive day, test date, as their day 0. So we're going to go back in X2, 1, 2. If that person was in school on the 22nd, we still need to look and see who those close contacts would be because we know they tested positive, all right? So any close contacts on the 22nd, so we come over to here and we start counting again. The 22nd doesn't count, we circle the 23rd. We count from there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So any close contacts from that person on the 22nd who tested positive cannot return to school until the 8th. Okay? So that's the counting. That's how we do it. All right? Has symptoms, symptomatic. We know they're a positive case. We're going to go back 48 hours before the day they started having symptoms, okay? And if we find out that they tested positive later, it doesn't matter. It's from the day they started having symptoms, okay? No symptoms, asymptomatic. whatever date was their positive test date, that's the day we're going to use. We're going to go back 2 days to see if they would have been in school prior to that, and we're going to count out the 10 days quarantine for close contacts. Again, only for known positive cases, not somebody who calls and says, I have a headache, not somebody who calls and says, I have a stomach ache, all right? Again, use this calendar sheet. It lists out exactly how to pick the day and when to count from, okay? Now, if you're more confused by the video than you were when we talked about it in the meeting, please call me, or don't watch the video again, just use your paper, all right? Again, I'm here for any questions you have. Not going to leave you hanging. I'll help you figure it out. Give me a call. Thanks, everybody. Bye.